So, a new Dissidia trailer literally just dropped right now, and it focuses on the Warrior of Light. Now, the second half of the trailer deals with, flashy moves, cool attacks, a little bit of the cutscene we've already seen earlier, basically to show off the Warrior of Light at his best. However, the first half of this trailer is a cutscene we haven't seen before featuring Warrior of Light, Noctis, and Cecil at a portal. And now, I don't speak Japanese, so I can't translate exactly what they're saying. There is some stuff we can actually analyze and infer from the visual content of the trailer. And before you ask, what they're actually talking about probably isn't spoilers, because you don't just spoil your game in an advertisement. You just don't do that. Anyways, let's go into our analysis right now. So Warrior of Light is standing in front of some kind of portal. Now this portal seems kind of, unique or unfamiliar to the viewer. However, these portals are actually from the old Dissidia games, because you can see one of the locked portals in the upper left corner of the screen while Warrior Light is talking to Cecil and Noctis. It's just barely tucked away up there, but it's still visible. What I imagine is that instead of being dungeons where you go through each tile or panel, when the characters go through the portal to the dungeon, it's just going to take them to like a stage and they're going to fight somebody there. I believe that because they never really acknowledge the whole board game kind of thing you do between each boss fight. I mean, I don't really get it either, but the characters never really say like, oh, we're flying across tiles. Isn't that odd? Sure is. They never just do that. They just kind of go through the dungeon, fight the boss that's coming up next, and then continue on their way or end their story there in Duodecim. In NT, I just imagine it being like the last part. They get into the portal, and then they fight somebody at a special location, and then the portal's closed or whatever. Anyways, let's look at the location of the actual scene itself. Our fabled heroes appear to be in some kind of canyon of some sort. There's some shrubbery, and most of it is just rocks. Gray rocks that rise up pretty high. It may seem like I'm off my knocker with this little, note here, but the reason why I want to bring up this, architecture is because in Dissidia Duodecim, we only see this architecture one time, and that's at the very end of the game where you're going to fight Chaos. That's the only time there's any vertical elevation in the map, basically. Sure, there's minor hills and stuff, but there's never actually a cliff of any sort. And with that other gate being up on that cliff, well, I like to imagine maybe they're at the end of the game. Also, the lighting is completely changed compared to the other cutscenes we've seen. The previous cutscenes that have been shown have been at the very start of the game. The sun is rising, everything's tinted orange, the sky is clear. However, in this cutscene, everything's a neutral color, it's a bit of a cloudy sky, so I like to imagine this like in the middle of the story somewhere. Or the end of the story, either one. Basically, it's not at the start of the game anymore, it's a bit further in. Also, you can tell it's because Noctis isn't jumping around like a scared cat every 5 seconds. I'm being serious with that too. It's very obvious that they're going to use Noctis' immaturity as some sort of a plot point with his character arc in Dissidia NT. And with him not being, battle? I don't want to fight! I just want to go on my phone all day! With him being, not being like that, and him actually, not being scared every 5 seconds, it shows that the story has progressed somewhat to a point where Noctis isn't just completely against or shocked by whatever's happening in Dissidia NT. He's ready to fight alongside his allies. One last thing to note, I don't think this cutscene's over. It's just too short. Maybe they cut out some of the first part of it, maybe there's a second part we haven't seen. Regardless, I don't think we've seen the entire cutscene yet. Will we see the hypothetical rest before the game comes out? I don't know. If I was a developer, I would want to keep my fans in the dark about the story so they wouldn't spoil it for themselves by accident. Anyways, fellas, that's all I could pull out from this cutscene without speaking Japanese. Sure, I could, figure out what they were talking about if I actually spoke the language, but I don't. Either way, I'll still be covering Dissidia NT news until the end of time, so thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to subscribe for more Dissidia NT. Make sure to subscribe for more other video games. Make sure to subscribe just to subscribe. Regardless, I will see you guys next time, and I'll be covering more Dissidia NT news whenever it comes out. I know I already said that. I'm being a little redundant, and I'm starting to ramble, so I'm just going to say goodbye for right now, and I'll see you guys next time.